this video, we will cover how to label our surface. Before we label our surface, allow me to edit this surface tile that we created in the previous video. I can click on the surface, right click, go to edit surface tile. Allow me to put off the points. I don't want to see the points. Now that the surface is clear, let me now start labeling the surface. So how do we label the surface? Here at the Annotate tab, a very easy way of labeling a surface is going to the Annotate tab at the ribbon up there. Click on this down arrow here, add labels, and you can see the surface option, and there are different kinds of labels that you can add. You can add the slope label, you can add the spot elevation label, you can add spot elevations on grade, you can add contour labels, contour multiple at interval. Let me add this contour single first. So this is a contour. I just click on that, and as you can see, a label is already formed. This labels the contour. This is the height above sea level of this contour, and that's the label. And when I click on the label, there's a line that shows up, a line with 3 grips. I can extend this line by picking that grip and extending that line. So this line is called the display line, and anytime it crosses a contour, it labels it. Okay, so if I escape again, I can now see it is labeling all these contours. Remember, we only named one contour, but now we've extended that line, that label line. And if I click on that and I Control 1 to bring up the properties palette, you can see the labels, and there's this contour label line. It's set to false. Its visibility or its display is set to false. If you want to see it, you can put it to true. So when I deselect it, it's still visible. But most of the time, you want it to be displayed as false. You don't want to see it. You just want to see it when you pick a label. That's when you want it displayed. All right, that's how to create a single contour label. Let's explore other options of labeling a surface. All right, we label the first label through clicking on this down arrow. Another way of labeling a surface is clicking on this icon here for add labels, not down here but up here. Let's click on that. Here you can see you can pick a feature, any feature that you want. For example, I can go all the way to the surface. That's the feature I want. And then the label type, I can pick any label type. For now, let us do spot elevations. And these are the label styles for this label that we are putting. For example, this style will show you an EL and then the elevation, and then the marker style will be a basics circle. Let's add this. You can change these styles if you want. You can see the down arrows, but let's use the default styles for this. I can add spot elevations. You can see showing me that's the spot elevation there. That's another spot elevation there. Spot elevation there. I can name, or I can label anywhere that I want. All right. Let's see slope. Let's run over rise. Let's do a percentage. Let me add a slope. I have the option of picking 1 point or 2 points, slope between 2 points or a slope at a point. Let me start with 2 points. So that's the slope between those 2 points. That's the slope between those 2 points. the slope within those 2 points. And once I'm through, I can close. But let's explore the last option here. For label type, we can do a multiple at interval. So we are labeling contours at intervals. And we are labeling multiple contours. All right. So once I pick on that, I am prompted to select a first point. Okay. Let me click on this first point. And then I'm prompted again to select second point. So let me pick a second point. And here, I've still done a slope elevation. Let me just do add now a contour elevation. Pick on the first point, and then a pick on the second point, and then the interval along contour. Let me put it at 100, or you can type even 50. Click enter, and there you can see we have done labels to multiple contour and multiple labels at intervals of 50 meters. So from here to here is 50, from here to here is 50. All right, and that's how we label contours or surfaces.